He's a singer and entertainer with his program of Legendary Voices Come Alive.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jim Papa. I'm a singer and entertainer from here on Long Island. One of the hardest things to do is to promote yourself. It's very difficult to explain your talent in a positive way without coming across sounding like you're boasting or bragging about what you could do. You try not to be an annoyance, but this is difficult when you're trying to contact a person unsolicited by phone, wire, or text. I'd like to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity right now to present my talent to you and to show you how to provide your library with a fun, interactive, and nostalgic time for all. I've been working as a singer on a full-time basis for over 20 years. I've also published a dozen or so articles in Mobile Beat magazine. My column called Carving a Niche uses my experience as a singer to focus on how to entertain seniors, their sound sensitivities, where they gather to socialize, and where and how to find work. I mention this to show you that I'm very familiar with the type and age group and type of audiences you draw to your programs. About 5 years ago, I put together a library show and started to reach out to libraries. Purely by mailings, texts, and word of mouth, I was able to book several libraries in Nassau County and recently some in Suffolk. The problem has been that most libraries book their programs well in advance, and each one seems to book a different time of the year. This makes it hard to be in front of the right people at the right time. The show that I call Legendary Voices Come Alive is a 90-minute program featuring hits from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. The songs vary from show to show, but they're all familiar to everyone in every audience. They include doo-wop, Motown, rock and pop songs made popular by some of the greatest performers of all time. I also have several other choices available. They include the Rat Pack, Music of Your Generation, and American Bandstand, the doo-wop show. Details of these shows are on the back of the flyer that I've made available outside for everyone to take. I can also add a tribute to Elvis Presley, Dean Martin, Tony Bennett, or Frank Sinatra to any show. My fee is $300 for 90 minutes. I believe this rate is reasonable, and it'll be the rate through November of this year. Just contact me before November, remind me that we met today, and I'll honor that rate. I put together a 9-minute sample of the type of songs that I'll perform. This should give you a better idea of what I can do. You can find out more about me, see samples of my performances by going online to jimpapa.com. There should be more flyers available out there, and I have business cards to hand out later. Once again, thank you for this opportunity. I hope you enjoy this little sample show.
Magic moment, so different and sure was like any other, until I And I saw her face. I'm a believer, not a trace. Down my mind, I'm in love. I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. For the older seniors, when they come to the performances, we have stuff like this. You're nobody's son, but I love you. You're nobody's son, but he cares. You may be king, you may possess the world and its gold. But gold won't bring you happiness, 'cause we're all going home. The world's still the same, you'll never change it. As sure as the stars shine above, you know God will somebody love you. So find yourself somebody to love. Spreading the news, I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York, please bet on you. All longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York, I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find the king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it where. Even here, it's up to you. New York, New York. Have to have some Motown if you do different kinds of music, right? Can't forget a guy named Elvis. Wise men say all the fools rushing, for I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Like the river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. land.